a friend of your mom's comes over and your mom leaves you with her in the same room and you're sitting next to your auntie, okay? And now there is nobody in the room and there is no other possibility than you to have a little talk with her. Of course, you two are not going to sit in the room and not talk to each other at all. Now, the conversation that you're going to have with your aunt, a small something, since you don't know her too well, you cannot begin by asking her about something that is very personal. You cannot ask her about her relationship. You cannot ask her about her health, because these things are considered quite personal. So what is something that you're going to ask her? Maybe you could mention something about a nice movie that you watched, or some piece of art that you admire, or a nice book that you read, something small, something petty. So what is that little thing that you're going to mention to your aunt? That small thing that you are going to say to kill the silence, to kill the awkwardness. That is small talk. It's very normal in American culture. They are very, very good at small talk. You will often see that people from America would talk to taxi drivers, they would talk to anybody on the road. They can always be very open, they are comfortable while talking to a stranger because it is part of their culture, okay? And it is a very good skill. If you can master that skill in you, you can actually benefit a lot out of it. I'm going to teach you something that is not just going to help you with having great conversation skills, but also going to help you build your career. I'm going to give you 5 awesome techniques, awesome tips to help you with your small talk technique. First thing that I need you to understand here is that small talks are not just an act of politeness, they are crucial for your success. Big relationships are built on small talks. Mostly, whenever you encounter a stranger and that stranger ends up becoming your friend or ends up becoming your business partner, it always starts with a small talk. So they are very crucial. First things first, you've got to be genuinely interested in that conversation. You have to show it to the other person that you really want to hear what they are speaking. So in your head, you should never be preparing the replies. When they are talking, just listen to them, okay? Ask them some genuine questions. Indulge in the conversation. Show some interest. And that is where your small talk can actually convert into a meaningful conversation, a healthy conversation, which may actually come up with a lot of opportunities for you, which can even transform your career. And there have been so many instances in the history where 2 people just met in the gym or somewhere on the road. They became great friends, they started businesses together, and both of them got super successful in their respective careers. So there have been instances like that, and something like that can come for you as well. And don't forget to show excitement while you're talking to that person. Do not be anxious. I know talking to somebody who's new to you can actually cause a little bit of anxiety in the beginning, and it may be especially difficult for people who are introverts. But if you actually could get over yourself in the first few minutes and actually take over the control over that anxiety, I don't think there can be anything better for you than that in that moment. Second point is about asking open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are those questions which cannot be answered with a simple yes or a no. If I ask you, do you like ice cream? Either you will say a yes or you're going to say a no. So this is not an open-ended question. It will not lead into a bigger conversation. The conversation will quite probably end right there. I ask you, you like ice cream or not? You simply say yes or a no and the conversation ends. No, we don't want that to happen, right? We want the conversation to carry on. A very good example of an open-ended question could be, what do you do? What do you do for a living? Something like that. The person will have to answer with more than a yes or no. He or she is going to build up on that, right? It will give the other person a chance to open up in front of you to you. Okay? That is what we want. That is our target. Never ever talk about something that is too personal. Avoid asking about their health because they may be going through something that may be terrible at that moment. Avoid asking anything about health, about relationship. No, don't get too personal because that may upset them. And probably if they get upset, they might not want to talk any further. They might slip into sadness and they might just want to walk away from you. We don't want that to happen, right? Ask about art. You can discuss movies. You could discuss something about their educational background. Practice active listening. Now, I know most of us are not very good active listeners. No, we are not. Whenever we are talking to somebody, we sometimes tune out. It's all right. It's very normal for a person to tune out once in a while when you're talking to somebody, right? But having that as a characteristic of yours is something terribly wrong. You should, if you have that thing going on with you, you've got to correct that. Many a times what happens is that I may start saying something, but when I end my point, when I'm ending my sentence, I may say something absolutely different from what I had started to say. Okay, and then if you're not listening to the second half of my sentence and preparing a reply in your head, you may actually end up saying something that would not make any sense to me. So hear the full thing out and then comment, then reply, then say something. Okay, take your time. It's all right to take a little pause or so, but it's not all right to not listen to that person when you're actually trying to strike a conversation here. Never ever offer unrequested advice. Don't do that. Very irritating and does not bring good reputation to you. Don't do that. Don't offer suggestions unless they are asked for. Be careful about maintaining a little bit of eye contact. If I'm talking to you, imagine if I'm talking to you, I'm making this video and I'm looking there and I'm talking to you. How do you feel? Can you connect with me when I'm looking there? No, you cannot. I need to look into the camera. I need to actually look here and then talk to you. Then only are you going to understand and be able to strike a connect with me, and you would want to carry on with the video. Unless otherwise you're not going to watch this video any further. If I continue speaking like this for next 1 minute, I'm sure you're going to buzz off. Definitely sure about that. So that was all about it in the video. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something. I personally really like this video because I feel a lot of us have that thing going on with us where we do not want to open up to strangers. We don't want to, and I am myself a culprit of this. I don't like striking a lot of small conversations and small talks, but I do admit that this is something that I need to correct in myself. In the beginning, it's going to be slightly difficult, but trust me, you're going to improve drastically if you start practicing this. Do let me know in the comments if you like this video. I'll be very, very appreciative of it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.